What if you've had the power to attract anything you want, your whole life, and just didn't know it? We begin with a quiet but powerful question. Not loud, not flashy, just a simple truth. The energy inside you has always been working, even when you weren't aware of it. This isn't about being charming, confident, or loud. It's about a deep shift in your energy that others can feel, even if they don't know why. Many ancient traditions speak of this. The Vedas call it tejas. Taoists called it inner flow. Today we call it magnetism. But it's not something you do, it's something you become. And once it clicks, people start showing up. Things just seem to happen. Life begins to open. The mystery is, why does it work for some and not for others? That's what we're going to uncover, step by step. Stay with me. By the end, you may never look at your own presence the same way again. Long before social media, before psychology, before books on self-help, ancient teachers already knew the truth. Real power comes from within. This section explores how the world's oldest teachings describe inner magnetism. In India, it was the fire in one's soul. In Egypt, it was the hidden sun behind your eyes. In Taoism, it was the power of doing nothing, yet letting everything fall into place. They didn't chase attention. They became so real that the world couldn't look away. We also look at Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, who believed that your outer world is shaped by your inner one. He said that a magnetic person is someone who has become whole inside. Someone who isn't trying to be liked, but simply is. Today we've lost that. We try to become magnetic by changing how we look, what we say, how we act. But the ancients knew the truth. When your inner world is in order, the outer world follows. This isn't a trick. It's a return to what was always there. Here's the turning point, the secret, the shift that changes everything. Start performing, start being. This is the moment where everything clicks. The real reason some people are magnetic is because they are fully present. They aren't thinking about what to say. They're not trying to be impressive. They are simply here, fully alive, fully real. When you stop thinking and just exist in the moment, others feel it. They can't explain it, but they sense something powerful, something calming, something real. That's presence. This presence doesn't come from effort. It comes from stillness. When your mind slows down, when your thoughts fade, your natural energy begins to shine. We bring in ideas from Eckhart Tolle, who teaches about the power of now. From Ramana Maharshi, who says your true self is beyond all thinking. And even modern science agrees, when you are calm and grounded, others mirror your energy without even knowing it. You don't have to fake confidence. You don't have to speak perfectly. Just be here, and that alone will draw people in. Here's the trap. We try so hard to become magnetic that we push it away. In this part, we uncover the enemy within, your own thoughts, the constant talking in your head, the worrying, the overthinking, the need to be liked. When you're stuck in your head, your body tenses, your voice changes. People feel the pressure, even if you don't say a word. That's because neediness repels. It creates a wall between you and others. It's like trying to hold water with clenched fists. It slips right through. We bring in ideas from Zen monks who teach that thinking too much blocks your natural energy. You can't think your way into being magnetic. You have to drop the thoughts and let your true self shine through. The shift is simple, from thinking to being, from trying to trusting. Now we make it real. We tell the stories of people, real. People who carried this energy, people like Krishnamurti, Nelson Mandela, even unknown sages and monks who lived in silence, yet drew thousands without speaking a word. They didn't ask to be followed. They didn't perform. They just were. And their presence was so powerful, people couldn't stay away. We share lesser-known stories too. A mystic in the mountains, a child who changed a room just by entering it, a teacher who healed people not with words, but with silence. These aren't magic tricks. They are reminders of something we all carry. In a world obsessed with noise, true magnetism is quiet, still, centered, and unforgettable. Here's the part that surprises most people. The more you let go, the more you attract. Sounds backwards, right? But every spiritual path, every deep teaching says the same thing. When you stop chasing, the right things come. This is the power of surrender. When you let go of the need to control everything, something bigger takes over. People feel safe around you, drawn to you, because your energy is open, not grasping. We explore Taoism's idea of Wu Wei, effortless action. We look at how releasing attachment creates space for real connection. We even touch on modern examples, like artists or leaders who found success after they let go of trying so hard. This is the secret most people miss. Magnetism begins where striving ends. Now we bring it all together. You don't need to change who you are. You just need to return to the stillness within you. Imagine a world full of noise, chaos, distraction. In the center of it all, a still flame, quiet, calm, strong. That's who you become when you stop trying, stop performing, and simply be. That flame is your true self, and people are drawn to it, not because it demands attention, but because it radiates peace. So here's the final truth. Don't try to be magnetic, just be real. The rest will follow. What if you were never meant to chase approval, but to simply be and let the world come to you? We open with a bold truth. You are already magnetic. But somewhere along the way you forgot. You were taught to try harder, to speak louder, to win people over. But real magnetism doesn't come from effort. It comes from energy. Not the kind you force, but the kind you are. It's presence, stillness, a quiet confidence that says nothing, but says everything. In this section, we plant a seed that the most powerful force in you isn't something you need to create. It's something you uncover. And the moment you remember this, something begins to shift. People lean in. Life opens up, because true magnetism isn't about pulling others closer. It's about coming home to yourself. You weren't always this way. You used to glow, freely, fearlessly. But the world taught you to shrink, to play roles, to win love by becoming someone else. And little by little, your natural magnetism faded, not because it disappeared, but because it was buried under layers of fear, doubt, and trying to be enough. In this part, we explore how we lost touch with our real power. We look at childhood, at the moments we stopped being seen for who we were, and how that pain turned into a lifelong search to be chosen, liked, and approved of. We'll also touch on spiritual ideas from ancient teachings, how forgetting is part of the human story. But here's the twist. What was buried can be remembered. And once you remember, you stop chasing attention because you start radiating something far more real. Here's the turning point, the heart of the journey. The simple shift is this. Stop trying to get energy and start being the source of it. It's not about changing how you look, talk, or act. It's about changing how you feel inside. When you stop needing something from the outside world, approval, attention, praise, you become powerful, calm, rooted, and that's when people feel it. They feel you. This section dives deep into this shift, from seeking to radiating. We explain how real magnetism starts when you come into alignment. Your heart, your breath, your energy, all grounded in the present moment. We'll use clear examples from science, from mystics, from everyday life, and we'll show that what really attracts others isn't effort, it's coherence, it's inner peace. It's the kind of quiet energy that makes the world lean closer, without you saying a word. Now comes the twist, the paradox most people never understand. The less you need something, the more it comes to you. This section explores a powerful truth. When you let go of the need to impress, to be liked, to win others over, you actually become more magnetic. Why? Because neediness creates noise, but stillness creates space, and space is attractive. We look at wisdom from old traditions, Buddhism, Stoicism, Taoism, and break down the strange power of surrender. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting your energy, trusting life. Through simple metaphors, a clenched fist versus an open hand, we show how openness draws people in, while trying too hard pushes them away. The deeper message: the world isn't drawn to effort. It's drawn to ease. So how do you return to your natural magnetism? In this section, we share simple but powerful inner practices. These aren't tricks or hacks. They're sacred steps back to your true self. Quiet breathing, deep presence. Asking the question, who am I when I stop trying to be liked? We bring in old wisdom, Sufi remembrance, Vedic inquiry, mindful awareness, and explain it all in clear, relatable ways. You'll learn how to calm your energy, tune into your breath, and let your presence speak louder than your words. These practices aren't about doing more. They're about being more you. And when you come back to your real self, people feel it. They sense something rare, something honest,